Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to my Abhyas. I'm Rajeshwari, your exciting mathematics teacher. And this that means this session also, I'm going to continue the solutions for sum of n terms. So, are you all ready with your pen and book? Yes, I'm ready with my sum. Okay. So, the first sum is ready. That is, how many terms of the AP? 9, 17, 25, dash 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 must be taken to give a sum of 636. Now look at this problem. Here we have they have given already the AP is given already. We have to find out how many terms of the AP. That means what? We have to calculate n value. We have to calculate n value here. And what is A here? A value is 9. So what is the next step? So next step is we have to find the value of D. So D is equal to 17 minus 9, which is equal to 8. Clear? Now, what is it? What is the value of 636? What is that? It represents Sn. Sn value is nothing but 636. Now you may be thinking of the formula. Which formula to use? Yes, just recall and go back to your formula card. My card is ready here. It is Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And one more formula of Sn is equal to n by 2, a plus an. Do you think one more formula is there? Yes, write that also. Or if you have written already, just recollect it. I have already informed you that whenever we start a new session, you have to keep ready with your formula chart. Fine? And just keep revising every time. So it is n by 2. It is a plus n. Clear? Now, according to this data, which formula we can use? Thinking? So I am going to use the first formula, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Written? Have you written the formula? Then what is the next step? We have to substitute the values. So what is the value of n? Thinking? So we have a question mark here. So don't write the value of n and just write it as n by 2 only. So what is the value of Sn? Sn is 636. And here, next 2 as it is, and a value is 9 plus n as it is minus 1, d value is 8. Now simplify. 636, which is equal to n by 2. And here, look at this. Before you multiply, I will take 2 as common here to make the simplification very easy. And look at this. Here 2 into 9 I have not multiplied. Instead of that, I have taken 2 as common. So here I have left with 9 here plus n minus 1 into, is it 8? Check it. It is 2 4s are 8. So just write your 4. Now, so what is the purpose of taking 2 common? Just to cancel it. Yes. Now, 636 as it is, which is equal to n. Write the remaining terms as it is. It is 9 plus 4n minus 4. Now you have started doing the next step. So go ahead. So it is n. Now what is 9 minus 4? It is 5 plus 4n within the bracket. Next 636 as it is. Next further 636, which is equal to, take this n inside. It is 5 into n plus 4n square. Yes. Now further we are going to get the equation in terms of n, that which we call it as quadratic equation. So don't worry, we have already solved such type of problems, such type of equations. So we are going to do this also very happily. So let us continue. It is 4n square plus 5n, and bring this 636 towards keep this as it is. It is No, we are not keeping it as it is. We are shifting it. It becomes minus. It becomes minus 636. Now all the terms are towards one side, so that is towards the left hand side. So what is it we are left in our RHS? It is 0, right? So just equate it to 0. Clear? Now we have arrived at the equation which we are supposed to solve it. Now we are thinking how to simplify this. Can we do the further simplification of this formula? Check it. Here we have 4n square and here 5n and here 636. Do we get any common factors here to divide and make this equation simpler? No, right? See, here it is 4 and here it is 5. It is one is even and one is odd. So which cannot be simplified. So this is the equation which we are supposed to solve it. And then find the value of n. So shall we go ahead? So what is the first step? Yes. It is we have to multiply the last term and the first term. So what is the last term here? It is 636. So you should be very quick enough to multiply. It is minus 636 into 4. So multiply quickly. 6 4s are 24. So 2 carry over. So 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Again 1 carry over. Again 4 6 are 24 plus 1 is 25. So we have got 2544, which is a very big number which has to be resolved. No other go, we have to do it. So let us start resolving in this way. It is divided from 2. 2 1s are 2. Again here 2 2s are 4. 1 reminder. 2 7s are 14. Again 2 2s are 4. Divide it again. Here what is that we are doing? We are just finding the factors of 2544. Okay. This is called prime factorization method which you have learned in 6th or 7th standard classes. So moving ahead. It is 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 3s are 6. 2 6 are 12. Yes. Go ahead again. It is 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 1s are 2. 2 9s are. 2 8s are 16. It is not 9s are. 2 8s are. Again 2. 15s are 30. Yes, no? So it is 159. 2 9s are 18. Now thinking of which number to take. If of course, 159 is a odd number which cannot be divisible by 2. Now go for the other number, it is 3. Yes, it is 3 5s are 15 and 3 3s are 9. Now scratching your head, how to divide this 53? So don't worry, this is the last prime factor which cannot be resolved further. Now take this multiplication of these factors. Yes, it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? It is 4 times. It is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16 into 3. It is 48. And one more number, what is that we have left with? It is 53. Now go back to our question. It is 2544 with minus sign into n square. It is n square. Yes. So just resolve it in this way. 53 and 48. Check whether this will match with this. Look at this. Whenever we add or subtract, we have to get the middle number. That is plus 5n in this particular problem. So do we get this combination correct? Check it. It is plus 53. If I take it minus 48, yes, it is plus 5 only. Okay. Then we are we are doing correctly. Just do it now. It is plus 53n and next factor is 48n with negative sign. Now just rewrite this equation again. It is 4n square plus 5n minus 636 which is equal to 0, and just write 4n square as it is. In place of 5n we are rewriting it as 53n minus 48n. It is 53n minus 48n. Next 636 as it is, which is equal to 0, and these are all in column. Clear? Yes. Continue. Here. Now. So in these two, first two terms, which term can be taken common? Yes, here one is even and one is odd. So we cannot take any number common, but we can take n as common. Okay. Here it is 4n is remaining plus 53 as it is. It is 53 into n is 53n. Yes. Minus. And in the previous session only I have told that in such type of resolving into factors problems, the same terms we have to get it in the bracket in second time also. Yes, no? So what is it we have to get here again here? When we take common term, it is 4n plus 53 only. Yes, no? So for that, think over 48 and 636. Which number can be taken common? Yes? Little bit you can think. Yes, it is 48n we have to get. From 48n, which term can be taken common to get 4n? Yes, it is 12 because 12 4 is 48. Yes, we can take 12 as common. It is minus 12 common. Now, then it will be, it is 4n. Now take plus inside because minus into plus is minus. Next here it is 53, which is equal to 0. Clear? Write it 0 here neatly. And now if you want, you can just cross check, that is whether 53 and 12 gives rise to 636 or not. Whether this multiplication is correct. I'll show you the shortcut here. It is 3 2s are 6 and here 1 3s are 3 and 5 2s are 10. Yes, and 5 1s are 5. Yes, we have here 10 in between. It is 606. 606. Somewhere wrong. It is 3 2s are 6. 5 2s are 10. Here, look at this. We have to add this. In the last session also I have given such type of problem. Means in the sense in the working column I have taught you the shortcut only. You can follow that, which makes simplification easy. Here it is 13. So it is 6 6 3. Clear? That means what? 12 into 53 is 636. Now let us go ahead. Now here 4n plus 53 is common. So take the term out. It is 4n plus 53. So when we take out 4n plus 53, what is it we have left with? It is n. Yes? Plus, not plus, it is minus 12. Clear? Which is equal to 0. Yes, I just erase all this because it is looking a little bit odd. Okay, just go ahead next. Continue. Equate 4n plus 53 is equal to 0 and n minus 12 is equal to 0. So what is the value of n you got? Yes, you cross check now. It is 4n plus 53 is equal to 0 and n minus 12 is equal to 0. So what is the next step? It is 4n is equal to minus 53 and then here n is equal to, therefore n is equal to minus 53 divided by 4. Yes? Thinking, ma'am, here we have got two values. Yes. Let us discuss. Don't worry. It is here again n is equal to 12. So same dialogue again. I'll tell the same thing here. It is n valued will not take fractions or negative because it is a term. Fine. So we will not accept this. Yes, it is not allowed. The reason is here we have got the n value with respect to this equation, but n cannot be taken as negative or fractions with respect to arithmetic progression. Clear? So, what is the value of n here? It is 12. That means what? Go back to the question. How many terms of the AP, the given AP, must be taken to give a sum of 636?